Hi, my name is Kayla and I'm a therapist with Covenant Family Solutions. Today for our Q&A, we're going to be talking about how different attachment styles can function within a relationship. There are 4 different attachment styles that are commonly present within relationships. And it's important to note that within these attachment styles, it doesn't define a person's personality, it just talks about how that individual manages the stress that is present within that relationship and helps to define that stress a little bit more. So these attachment styles are a secure attachment where you can communicate your feelings, you're flexible and able to adapt and be cooperative with your partner. You aren't jealous of that person and their choices. You're able to kind of set and maintain boundaries without any issues. And you're also independent from them. You don't rely on them for a feeling of self-worth. So that goes into then the anxious attachment style, where you are kind of more dependent on that individual for your self-worth and your sense of being. You're really emotionally sensitive. You fear losing that relationship because it's sort of all you know. And that's, your livelihood is that relationship. The avoidant attachment style is going to be more self-reliant. I don't need you for anything. You're very emotionally closed off from your partner. And the last one is more of a fearful and disorganized attachment style, which comes from any childhood trauma. You seek to have both like a closeness to that individual, but also push them away if they get too close. It's kind of that I hate you, don't leave me type mentality. So talking about how these different attachment styles show up in relationships and how do we interact when our partner has one that maybe conflicts with us or isn't the same. So being with someone who has really anything other than a secure attachment is going to have the other partner really focus on being that logic for them. Partner A is really emotion-based and has that fight or flight response for most things. They get easily triggered for conversations. They get defensive. They get scared. They're not thinking logically when they are presented with any type of feedback. So partner B, therefore, is really going to have to be logical and be attuned with that person's emotions and understand communicating clearly is going to be a key, not overwhelming them with, stacked questions. Another thing is going to be, allow them to have space. That independence is going to create a sense of safety for them and help regulate them, because the goal at the end of this conflict is to be co-regulated, where we enjoy each other's company, we're really connected, mind, body, and soul with each other versus one being dependent on the other. And it might be when partner A, who's really emotional and dysregulated, has moments that aren't so great and they're really dysregulated and having a hard time. Partner B sets boundaries and they maintain those boundaries consistently. Being consistent with an anxious or avoidant attachment style is going to help create a sense of safety of when this happens, I can expect that this is the result. So that was a lot in a very short amount of time. So if you have any questions or want to know more about this, go ahead and shoot us a message on our Instagram or Facebook, and we will do our best to answer those.